The Kakuma refugee camp is home to refugees from over 26 countries, many of whom ran away from calamities such as war and famine. However, beyond the quest from safety, the refugees have integrated in their newfound environment, using the power of sports not just as a pastime activity, but as a platform to showcase the talent among many budding athletes in the camp. Our very own Isaac Swila reports.
It's Saturday afternoon and the expansive Kakuma refugee complex comes alive. On this day, the camp is playing host to a high delegation led by the UNHCR High Commissioner Filippo Grandi and the International Olympics Committee President Thomas Bach. Bach and his host Filippo are here at the Kalubeye Sports Complex to witness firsthand the refugees and host communities showcasing their sports talents, which are in plenty. And all these youngsters are all but eager to showcase their karate skills in the sweltering afternoon heat. From football to basketball and many other sports disciplines, the refugees have embraced sports, making them feel at home, while also offering a platform to showcase their raw talent.
The access to sports for the refugee community is really important, specifically for the girls. It has the potential to change actually their lives in terms of education, also to be in a sport, maybe for Olympics, if they are interested in running, if they want to play for football.
Tuna feel so excited kuona maisha yetu kuna changes, kuna vitu mingi inatufanya around, like unaweza enda mbele kwa maisha.
To make this dream possible, the UNHCR, together with the government of Kenya and other agencies, have put forth the sporting infrastructure at the Kakuma refugee complex with 500 open facilities made available and managed by the community sports complex. These include 94 football fields, 18 volleyball courts, 10 netball courts, benefiting over 7,700 sports players.
Kakuma is somehow the cradle of our efforts to support refugees, and in particular to create the refugee Olympic team.
The Kalubeye Sports Complex in particular hosts 9 sports disciplines with over 140 sports teams using the facilities, and Bach, together with Filippo, insists these are a platform to benefit the refugees.
Kakuma and Kalubeye have become laboratories for innovation and innovative initiatives in how to use better use aid for refugees in a sustainable manner. Since then, the refugee Olympic team has become much bigger. The third one who participated in the Olympic Games in Paris included 37 athletes, including athletes once again hailing from Kakuma refugee area.
Sport is among the pillars of Shirika Plan, because in sport we promote peace, in sport we promote unity, we promote talent, and that is one of the key components of our Shirika Plan.
Apart from sports, the UNHCR, the government of Kenya, and the supporting stakeholders have ensured that the refugees have the facilities they require to lead a meaningful life. As of 2024, the complex boasts of 55 schools, 8 health facilities, 7 TVET centers, 5 financial institutions, while 28 boreholes have been sunk to provide water to the community and the refugees. Isaac Swila, Sporty Monday at the Kalubeye Sports Complex, Kakuma, Turkana County. Those are refugees making good use of their time, of course, at the Kakuma Refugee Complex. Shitera, you always advocate for sports mashinani.
Sports mashinani, and you can see the faces. They are happy faces. I once did a story in the same camp of people who are trying to ensure that these refugees go to school. So it was dubbed food for food for schools. So at school you will get breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I think the society is doing a good job. I'm happy to see the UNHCR there, IOC, and of course the government of Kenya through Dr. Paul Bitok, the PS Immigration. And these are all human beings. We are people of the same race. So it's a good initiative when people feel that we are one and the same, despite our backgrounds and where we are coming from.
And just to add on what Shitera is saying, like even you can see in our leagues here in Kenya, if you look at the basketball, they're dominating the basketball. We can see more of the refugees coming to play the leagues here in Kenya. In basketball, not even in basketball, one of them, even in football, one of them was among the top scorers in the Kenyan Premier League. So they are really, this is a very good project, like even them forming their own team and competing against the other teams. And then a pastime, you know, they say the idle mind is a devil workshop. So this again giving like all these kids the platform to be busy. It's really a positive thing that they're doing.
I think what UNHCR and the various stakeholders are doing is a very good job in terms of the project dubbed More Than a Game. They're just trying to show us that sports can actually be used to solve a lot of problems, because you look at the major challenges that are faced by these refugees and asylum seekers is they do not have an identity. The moment you have moved from your country, you're in this camp, it becomes difficult for you to apply for traditional jobs. So the moment you have this opportunity, I mean, sports would open up all these forums for them, would open up the space for them to maybe shine if you have the talent. Your talent is not less than any other person, because they have these other their national identities. And then the other thing is it helps even with the social integration, because most of the challenges, part of the challenges that is also faced in these camps has been the issue of crime, crime rates, and people just being idle. I think this, apart from making sure that their mental space, their mental health is in check by having them busy, it also provides more avenues for them to even explore the world, and it gives them an identity. Then they can continue playing. The talent that they have will not be going to waste.
Absolutely. For me, actually, you know, Bach has been here for a 3-day visit. He met the IOC leadership, met President Paul Tegat. He also met President Ruto at State House. And what he actually told us in Kakuma, rather, was also the issue of doping. He wants our athletes to win clean. Let's take a look at or listen to that bite.
Sport has really given us a profile as a country. In fact, if you talk to people who do not know Kenya, those who come close, they say, oh, those people who run. At least they know there is something that happens in this country. So we are very proud of our sportsmen and women.
I would like to thank you for two things, mainly, Mr. President. That's, first of all, the great support you're giving to sport in your country, because without your support, this great success of Paris would not have been possible.
So I want to say that, which I think Mr. Ba, the president of IOC, doesn't know, that we have in our government a president who loves sports wholeheartedly. He's a fan, and he's very active in all the major mass sports that we always do.
This meeting also signifies the relationship between sports and unity of people across the world, without really considering the fact that they are refugees.
Of course, that's President Thomas Bach, the president of the International Olympics Committee, and of course, President Ruto and his delegation at the State House in Nairobi. Of course, Steve, the elections for the IOC are primed for March next year. We are going to have a new president. And what Bach said is, remember, there has been a lot of hue and cry regarding the budget cut for EDAC.
Yeah.
That means they can't roll out the activities, testing of athletes, and of course seminars and awareness campaign. And Bach actually raised this with President Ruto, and we just hope probably the funding can reach.
I think this should not have waited for the IOC president to put it up how the situation is bad. I think it's a matter that the president himself, Dr. William Ruto, should weigh in because this will affect even our participation in athletics. Remember, the World Championship is coming up in 2025. And so many other activities. I don't think that we should punish EDAC because of budget cuts. Remember, athletics is supporting many of our young talent, our youth, the people we are saying that we are creating job opportunities
for the youth.
For the youth.
And
so
actually,
when we affect a platform that will really ensure that we have a clean team, then I think it's a matter that the president himself should take it up and ensure that the budgets are restored.
You see, what we forget when we talk about doping is not just
athletics,
wakimbiaji.
Yeah.
It's about football. It's about sports at large, actually. That's what it's about. So we hope President Ruto, CS Kipchumba, Murkomen, CS Treasury, Mbadi, please action on this. It's the Kenya state, actually, and our sport at large at stake. We don't want to go the Russian way. We can't win the war against doping without funds or finance. Wakili, I don't know if you ever pulled a punch in as far as boxing is concerned, but of course